So, I guess you can see really well now. Can you? No shadow, you see? Look, no shadow. Okay, so first of all, I would like to make a very quick sketch of a cube, which is always, we have always to start from our basic shapes, because the cube, the cone, the sphere, the cylinder are the basic shapes that tell us how the combination of those become surfaces, objects, cars. You know, if you see a side body of a complex car, like a muscle car, you have lots of combination of those basic shapes. So when, wait, I take off my glasses unless I cannot see. So when we have a basic cube, okay, I am going very light, you see, very light, always. Now, when you do this, all right, really want to know what is your opinion about two programs. And yes, I read your article from different, but I want to give a try. Okay, I ask you list live. What do you think about Coventry? Coventry is a good school, Bogdan. I was there, and Coventry, it's nice. Why? What's the problem about Coventry? The master or automotive transportation program. I don't know in detail what Coventry is doing, but I can tell you that I was there once. I know the head of the transportation design department because he's an Italian guy, ex-colleague of mine, a little bit older than me. He's very nice, and what I saw was not so bad, so don't worry. So let me show you this, okay? Now, this is in a classical perspective. And this means that here, somewhere, we have the vanishing points, right? Okay, so this is clear to you, right? Vanishing point there, vanishing point there. This one is going to this one, okay? And this one, it's going, of course, to this one, right? Okay. Now imagine that we have our cube like this. All right? So in a perfect side view. And then we do what we said, okay? We're gonna take the car and we're gonna do just this, all right? Just this. So there you go. And this one becomes a little bit shorter on the side. Did you get it? This is the front part of the cube, and this one, because it is turning, it becomes a little bit shorter. All right? So these sides, you can see it is shorter. This is different. So now that we did this simple exercise to understand what we're gonna do, let's make a very simple car shape, okay? Let's not get too complicated. So I put my ground line, all right, you see, very light. This comes from our line quality exercise. And then I start drawing tire, front, the back one. Look at the lines, they're all parallel. Okay? You see? They are not going to vanishing points like that, but they are parallel. They go to the infinite. This one. Because it is a real side view. Are you sketching? Just curiosity. Okay, so now because we're gonna make this car like that, for example, okay? I try to be very light, okay? I'm just trying to nail down the proportion. All right. Can you see it? Now, there is one thing we can see, that the back compared to the front, it's a little bit too long. We'll try to fix that. I make this wheel a little bit bigger, and this one I just bring a little bit in the front so that I can make a better balance between the front and the rear. Then I'm starting to take care. Okay, you see now it is a little bit better in terms of. Now what I will do, I will try to modify this side into a 3/4 front perspective. But first I have to sharpen my pencil. Unless the lines are going to become too heavy and it's not going to look good. All right, now I can make an injection here. So because it's turning, as we said before, doing like that, all right? What's going to happen to the wheels that are on the other side of the car? They will move in the front, right? They will move just a little bit in the front because the plane is turning. You get that, right? So, if this is the center of the wheel, I take the wheel on the other side and I put it here. This helps me a lot to understand the base of my car, where the other wheels are, and I can start seeing from the bottom, the down part, a little bit of my perspective. So my mind is starting to figure out what I'm gonna do. Then I take the lines from this point here, which is the attack of the windshield, this point here, which is the part of where the hood, the engine hood will start, and I make naturally, as we said, the parallel lines, okay? I take this point here, which is the top of my windshield, and I do another parallel line there. And then what do? I make a line here. I make another one more or less here, which is, I would say, it is our center line, okay? The center line of our car. And I make just a copy of this one, very light, because I still have to fix it, okay? And then I put another one, which is this one, but on the other side. You know, the two pillars, okay? Left and right. Yes, like that. Mock it. Is it better? Like that. All right, good. So I'm gonna put that line there, and I just repeat it because those sections are very similar. I mean, they are the same. You know, a car is done in a way. You know, so just to understand, this is our center line. All right. This is our left, and this is our right. You get it, right? So now, here we go. Check. Can you see it? Good. So you see, now you guys, you see the car. I mean, we do not put yet design. We just constructing the main volume. And here we can start imagining, you know, our creativity in our head can start thinking, now what the hell do I do? How do I want to make this car? Because now I can play with it. So, let me check that is really left so Mukit will be happy. Okay, so now that we have the wheel here, there is this space here. So here also we must have a little bit of that space because of perspective. So the center line is the one that helps me to figure out with my eyes. Of course, it's not scientifically correct, but it's not important. We are sketching. So I start working, I always do this. I start from the bottom and then I go up because it really helps my eyes and my brain to understand, to try not to make too many mistakes, because at the beginning it's always a little bit tricky. Okay, let's see again together. Do you see it better now? You see, now the bottom part is turning. We know. We can see it. Now, when I see all this, you know what I say, dear Hardik Jane? That the back is a little bit too long still. Even if I try to make a correction. Now that we see all this, we understand the back is a little bit heavy. So we gotta do something there. So center point is also the beginning point of right front wheel. Center point. Yeah, because when you make the car turning, what before it looked like our center section, in reality it's our left part. Because we are showing the other part of the car that in the side view we don't see. So all this part is moving. I'm going to show you another way. Okay? So look at this. Now, wait. I have to find the right. Okay, now this is your side view, right? Now when I turn it, this is your center line and this is your left line. You get it? You see? So that's what we're trying to do. First of all, I know that this is not so beautiful, so I'm gonna try to do. Now I really want my outline to be good, because now I have to, after I'll go inside and I'll try to make some design. So the most important thing now, it's my outline. So my center line is here. Does it look better now, this front? See that, wait about lights, bumper, all that stuff. Don't worry, we will get to that. What I would like to teach you and to show you, that before you go to detailing everything, you have to think about the volume, the main volume. Because if you don't do it, you put all your details and then your car does not look good, because there is not balance between all the elements, because you could not control it. So first we make the base, and after we'll make the topping like on a pizza, all right? First let's make the basic pizza. So once again I try to clean up my. Okay, now we have to take care here, because here it's not looking good. So what do? I really make it short. So you see now it's a little bit better, the back. You know? Look, the proportion is coming out better now. Okay, so now that we have this, let's make a little bit of the wheel well, so that we have another better proportion, you know, which is this one. And here I'm gonna make it dark. I'm gonna start putting a little bit what is in shadow, because we want to make sure that we see really well the body, but the proportion between the wheels, the shadow, and this body, it's well done. So I make this part black. If you are sketching with me, do the same. All right. Try to be clean when you make your line work like that, okay? Okay, you see? Now, you know what I see here that is not still working well? This line, it is a little bit too low. I think it should go here. So you know what we do? We just make a correction. Then I do this top part here, okay? Trying always to respect those lines that are the circle that I sketched before. I show you. Do you see? Look, I try to be respectful of the lines. Along with you, can sharpen my graphite pencil. Yeah. You, of course, you have to sharpen your pencil. Don't worry. I'm going slow. I'm going slow. Ravi, don't worry. Do it. I take 1 minute pause, all right? So you can see this is going around the line that I just sketched. And now let's make the shadow under the front. Okay, so let's see again. Well, now it looks okay. It's not so bad. You have a nice shadow. We have a good proportion. Maybe the rear wheel is a little bit too big. I'm gonna fix that, okay? No problem. But you can see all the bottom part. It's really nice. It's not so bad. Maybe this part is a little bit too flat. See if we can do something there. Okay, do you see? I made a very little modification on the section here. And now the car has a better balance in the front compared to the section of the back. You know, before it was a little bit flat. So now I'm gonna apply a little bit of shading there so that it shows that this part, it's a 3D, that it's coming down and then coming out. So this is a little bit curved. This one is a little bit too straight. So we're gonna guard this also, you see? This is cleaning up. Okay, so now that we did this, you know how I do to check if the perspective's right or wrong? I check it upside down, like that. Can you see it? Maybe you can't. Another way is to do this, to put the paper against the light. And we can, now I will try to show you, okay? I will try to show you. Wait. Here we have our light, you see the light? So usually you take your design, your sketch, and you do the opposite, and you check. You can do this at home. Yeah, control luce, exactly. And then we can see if there's something still strange. It comes right away, you see? Well, to be honest, it's not so bad. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So, let's go back here. So, this one was a little bit too much. So, here we make a correction, right? Then we can do this. We can imagine that here we have a you see, I try to put a section that gives an idea of the 3D. And after, what do? I try to play with some lines to make a side reflection. And of course, when I make those quick reflections, I have to respect always the theory reflections, no? So this is coming down like that. Now check how I try to make my line work. Very parallel. Dark, light, always. Because this gives a very dynamic sketch, makes a very dynamic sketch. Same thing down here. And this one we make it a little bit darker, because this is like it's like the rocker panel that is coming inside a little bit. It's bended, so it is in shadow. Show you. Okay, so now we can put some cleaner line here. Okay. All right. Okay, so I gave just a little bit of a front design indication. Oops. I think there is something wrong. Something is wrong. Ah, merda. Ai ai ai. Okay. Are we connected or not? I don't understand. I don't know how to do this. Okay, so, but if the image is not working, that's very bad. So you know what I'll do? I'll turn it off and I'll turn it on again, all right?